What is up, YouTube? Today I'm coming back at you with another video, and I know I said I would do this video a little bit earlier, but I just never got around to it. Currently I'm in the process of packing everything up so I can move into my new apartment with my girlfriend, and so it's been a really long task because I have over 1,000 games, and I just got all the game collection packed up, excluding the consoles themselves. Right now I'm putting my consoles into boxes and stuff, and then I got to get all my DVDs and movies into boxes as well. And so it's been a long task. I've had to set up all the bills and whatnot, so just haven't really had a whole lot of time to make another video. But a couple of people have asked me like where I was, where's the video I was talking about, and I thought I'd make a quick video about some movies that I picked up. I can't do the game pickups like I wanted just because I packed all my games away. But I did get quite a few movies and TV show DVDs, and so that's what today's video is going to be about, is the movies I picked up, what I think about them, and all that good stuff. So let's just get right into it, and I'll tell you a little bit more about my moving experience afterwards. So first we'll start off with my TV show DVDs, then we'll start off with the movie DVD, and then we'll go to the Blu-ray movies. So the first thing that I picked up is something that I'm actually really excited for. Still working through this series, but I picked up Stargate SG-1 Season 6. Now, I am super happy to have this. I'm currently, if you didn't know, watching all the Stargate SG-1 series right now, and currently I'm on Season 7. So this was the season I just finished, and I finished this about a week ago. Man, this season was really, really good. Now, don't get me wrong, I like the seasons 1 through 5 a lot, especially seasons like 2 to 5. Those seasons were great, but season 6 just had something extra about it. I don't know if it was the inclusion of Jonas or the other things that happened in that season. I don't want to give too much away, but it just started to take a lot more serious tone. There's a lot more going on. It feels like the tone of the show is starting to shift a little bit more towards the galactic space like theme instead of more of just like episode of the week going to certain planets, which I think is a nice diversion, because it still does have the episode of the week, this is the planet we're going to type thing, but it also adds on to that, which I think is something that it really needed in previous seasons. So I'm super happy for this. It's a great show. If you've never watched Stargate, it's sort of like Star Trek, except a lot less focus on the ships and stuff, and it's just, I don't know, I really like this show. It's definitely worth checking out if you're a fan of sci-fi. So yeah, I haven't finished all of the Stargate universe yet, but I'm working on it. So the next thing I picked up is actually a show that I've already watched every episode of, but I just never owned it. But I found these at a used store for like super duper cheap, like I think it was like $2-3 per season. So I picked up some of that, and this show is one of my favorite shows I've ever watched, and I'm so happy to have this. It's a great TV show, and that is Season 1 of Lost. This show was like my obsession when it was going on. I watched this as they came out, every single season, every single episode, and I watched it as on the day they came out. I was super into this show. I can't believe it's been so long already, like 2006 I believe. 2005 is when it aired, and it's just it's a great TV show. It's a lot of twists, a lot of turns. I really love that. It's a sort of more serious show, a lot of like philosophical things, and it's just super cool. Like, you never know what's going to happen, and that's like one of my favorite things about this show, is you don't know what's going to happen, and you're just kept guessing episode to episode. It really draws you in. Now, I really like to go through and rewatch all of this because I haven't seen it since the finale aired. So it's been a long time since I've actually sat down and watched it, but I'm super excited to own it. So in addition to that, I also picked up Season 2 of Lost, just continuing on there. I think Season 2 yeah, so this is where it started to get super interesting. Like, Season 1 was pretty good, but it just started getting its footing there. But Season 2 is where it really started to get interesting for me. I really liked Season 2 a lot, or at least what I can remember of it. It all kind of blends into one giant season in my mind because it's been so long. And then I lastly got season 3 of Lost. Now, they did have seasons 4 and 5, but they were a little bit more expensive for those seasons for some reason. But I do plan on picking them up. At the time, I didn't have a whole lot of extra cash to do it. But this show is such a great show. It's one of my favorites, and I love that show. And if you've never watched it, if you like Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones or you know, a lot of the higher profile shows that have a lot of twists and stuff, definitely check out Lost. It's a really good one to have. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the movies, and that starts us off with the DVD movies. And this is actually a collection. You know how I like to get, like, if there's a series that I'm not super fanatical about, and they do have like a bundle case, we'll get the bundle case just, you know, to save some space and stuff. So I did pick this one up on a bundle, and it's actually a great franchise. If you're a big fan of comedy and parody movies, this is a great one to own, and that is the Naked Gun Trilogy. Now, if you've never watched or even heard of The Naked Gun, it's made by the same people, well, it has a lot of the same people in it as Airplane, and you know, a lot of, the main actor is a great comedy actor, and the Naked Guns movies are basically like a parody of spy slash secret agent slash like police movies, and they are really, really funny, especially the first one. The first one's an absolute classic. It's hilarious. Now, the second one's alright, not as good as the first one, but still definitely funny. But the third one is also really good too, though. So I'm super happy to own all of these in one collection, and you know, I found it at a bargain, so I had to get it. So it was a great pickup there. Alright, so now moving on to the Blu-rays. Only have 2 more things left here. Now, this first one is something I've wanted to own for quite a while. I've seen it multiple times. It's a really good comedy movie, and I just love this movie because there's not a whole lot of comedy movies like this. I mean, there's a few, but not a whole lot. But that is Zombieland. Now, Zombieland, if you've never watched Zombieland, is a comedy movie set in a zombie apocalypse, which is not a whole lot of stuff like that. I mean, there's Shaun of the Dead, which is also a great movie, but I think Zombieland's a really great movie. Especially if you're more of a fan of American comedy, this will definitely be up your alley. There's a lot of great moments in here, and I just think the cast was really well chosen, and Woody Harrelson actually did a great job in this. He's hilarious, and I think it's a great movie all around. And if you're a fan of zombie movies and you want something like a little bit of a change, then this is a great change here because it's a comedy movie, and I definitely recommend picking that one up. Now, this last one, okay, so the story behind this one is a little bit of a thing, but when this movie originally came out, I wasn't super interested in it. I mean, it has one of my favorite actors of all time in it, so I was kind of interested, and I just never really got around to actually watching it, and some of the people I know kind of persuaded me against watching it, but my girlfriend and I rented it, and we watched it, and it was so good. It was so good that I literally bought it that same week. It was an amazing movie and definitely worth watching, especially if you're a fan of sci-fi, and that is Her. This movie is fantastic. I mean, the visual styling of everything is really well done. The cinematography is amazing. The sound design is amazing. I love the sound design. Arcade Fire did an amazing job on the soundtrack and just like the sounds of everything in general. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's just such a great movie. The acting's amazing. Joaquin Phoenix, some people, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I'm really bad at pronouncing names, but that's how I've always pronounced it. He's like one of my favorite actors, and he is an amazing actor, and there's no exception here. He does an amazing job, especially just like the fact that he's playing off of basically a voice that's just dubbed over. So when he's actually acting, there's no real dynamic on screen other than the voice, which is just, I think it's just a really well done movie, and it was really well written, and it just kept you really interested the entire time. And if you're a fan of like deeper sci-fi movies or something that's a little bit more mellow, this is definitely something to check out. It's a really unique experience, and I've never quite seen anything else like it, so worth picking up and watching if you can. So that's pretty much everything that I bought. I've seen all the movies that I bought, and the only thing I've watched everything that I showed you guys, but I just haven't finished Stargate SG-1, the complete series yet. I'm still working through that. But everything else I've seen. Let me know what you guys think in the comment box below. Have you seen any of this stuff? What are your opinions? What are you guys watching? What kind of stuff did you pick up recently? Sorry about the delay getting this out. Like I said, the movie's just been really hectic. I've had to call a lot of different companies, getting everything set up, like all bills and stuff, getting ready. So it's just been a long process, and it's hopefully getting close to move-in time. I'm going to try to move in by this weekend, so hopefully I'll have all that set up. Now, I'm not going to be making videos for a little bit longer just because I don't have internet set up. I want to get all my stuff moved in and start setting things up before I get internet set up there. So once I get the internet set up, you can expect a regular flow of videos again. But for now, I'll try to put out a little bit more content just to hold you guys over. But I promise it's almost over. I'll be back to making normal content on a weekly basis like I used to. It's just really hectic with this move. And I'm just really excited. So let me know what you guys think in the comment box below. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys still enjoy my content, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys are all awesome. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and I'll respond to every comment. So see you guys next time. Peace.